Kanlaon Volcano over on Negro Island in the Philippines has went off again um, early in the morning after the elections here in the Philippines. Somebody commented, the gods is not are not happy with some of the election results. Anyway, this is Phil Volks, the government agency. Um, they've got a number of cameras. This was one of the cameras I found. I'll show you a couple other clips I found online, and there are a number of clips online, and most of them are not they're duplicates of duplicates of duplicates. Same 3 or 4 or 5 pictures and videos that have gone up. So you don't know who the real owner is. So I'm just using these as news. Don't mean to step on any copyright claims. Anyway, yeah, it goes off. It's active. One of about 4 active. You've got Taal Volcano. You have Canlaon, Taal in Luzon, south of Manila area. You have Mayon volcano and Bulason volcano over on Luzon. A number of others listed on some sites as being active also, but haven't heard of any eruptions in the 10 years that I have been here anyway. Looks like I don't. It looks like it's raining. I don't think that is a volcanic ash coming down. But anyway, let's look at a couple other trips. Here's another clip taken by a phone, obviously not so far away. One of the reasons I would not live in the shadow of a volcano, just doesn't seem like a good idea, although it can be very good farming, very fertile land, so humans do that. They live close to volcanoes and they take advantage of that fertile soil. I think this was on Phil Volk's site, but they obviously got it from a local. Don't know if the local sent it into them or they took it off Facebook. But yeah, there are a number of not very many different types of videos, but many copies of copies of copies of. And here's another one I found online. Looks like volcanic lightning going on around here. Mount Canlaon explosion, May 13th, 2 a.m. about. Looks like somebody's pissed off by the results of the election. The gods are angry. The gods are angry. Interesting reading some of the results around the Philippines, especially in local areas. Some people were upset. Some people got upset in the elections. People you thought were going to win lost. People you thought were going to lose came on strong at the end. They had issues with some of the counting, election ballot counting machines. One lady someplace, I read an article trying to damage the machine, pouring water into the machine. Helpers filling out ballots for people. My girlfriend saw that happening. And I think the people were caught, and I don't know if they were arrested or what the deal happened there. Sounds like in the USA, ballot harvesting. Ballot harvesting. There were videos online, undercover videos in Somalia section of Minneapolis, in fact, up by the University of Minnesota. Big Somali population there, people going around with ballots, and you can get mail-in ballots. You can vote early, and not a lot of checking if you're a citizen or not. And anyway, they're taking ballots around. Say, just sign here, ma'am. Just sign here, sir. We'll take care of the rest. And they fill out the ballot, go drop it in the mailbox, and 100% of the votes in that area are for the candidates they want to win. So happens all over the world, but you try to do your best Several killings. I think about 10 killings, election related on election day. Anyway, let's get back to the volcano, shall we? Jumping over to a website called volcanodiscovery.com. They also have free apps for your Android and iOS phones. What is erupting? List and map of currently active volcanoes. You can see there's a whole lot of things going on here, and we're over here in the Southeast Asia area. And anyway, let's go down here. They break it down into Europe, Atlantic Ocean, Aleutians, Alaska, North America, Pacific Ocean, Mexico, Central America, Caribbean, Iceland, Africa, and Indian Ocean, a Ring of Fire, Kuril Islands to Philippines. And that's what we're going to be looking at. South America, Indonesia. Indonesia always very active with earthquakes and volcanoes. Anyway, we can go down here and we have Bulason on Luzon Island, Canlaon listed over on Negro Island, and down here Taal Volcano over on south of Manila on Luzon Island, Mayon Volcano, Luzon Island, and I think that's it. So anyway, the Canlaon is the one that just went off, so let's click on that and see what it shows us. Canlaon, maybe later. Kanlaon Volcano, also spelled, yeah, this is the, with a K, is the one I've always seen on Negros Island, one of the most active volcanoes in the Philippines, most active one in the central Philippines, forms the highest peak of Negros Island and is located west of Canlaon, about 36 kilometers southeast of Bacolod City. So depending upon which way the Bacolod City up here, you've got Dumaguete down here, Cebu City over here, Iloilo over here. Depending upon which way the wind is blowing, whether the soot and ash and such is going to reach those areas. Jumping over to windy.com, which is one of my favorite apps. I check in on it at least every other day. And it's weather. You got weather radar, satellite, wind. I've got wind on right now. Rain and thunder, temperature, clouds, waves, rain accumulation, thunderstorms, altitude for flying type information, and a whole lot more that you can key into. I pay a little bit every year to get the premium, and I get much longer forecasts. I can turn this on and get longer term weather forecasts. Just for instance, weather radar here, satellite. See what's going on there. Do temperature, pressure, just all sorts of things. Anyway, let's go back to the wind and see which way the wind is blowing over there. And let's zoom in here a bit to Negros Island. You got Panay Island over here, Iloilo, Canlaon town right here, and I've got it in Fahrenheit. It's showing me the temperature 71 degrees, and the mountain is right here. So you have Bacolod City up here, and the wind is going off in a couple of different directions here, and mountains and seas have a lot to do with wind direction. Your micro wind patterns versus your macro, your much larger wind pattern. And we've got some easterlies coming in here, and so anyway, anybody living over there, let us know whether you're getting any of this. Anyone living over in this area, if you're watching, let us know if you're getting any of that type of ash. I've seen a few videos, guys on motorbikes and walking, ash on the floor, ash on the ground, ash on their motorbikes and on their helmets. So anyway, I'm down here in Cebu City over here. Anyway, Canlaon has been fairly active the last couple of years with earthquakes and eruptions. Several months ago, they had a bit of an eruption also. Got the attention of everybody. They evacuated, I think, around 6 kilometer diameter around the volcano. Had to put the people in evacuation centers. And then the logistics taking care of those people, that's a whole nother issue. And more the Philippine government is getting better at that, staging supplies, food, and blankets and other necessities not so far away from these volcanoes. Anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'm sure over the next coming days we'll learn a little more. Hopefully it doesn't have a big eruption soon. Anyway, see you in the next video.